Wong, and I'm going to do a review on this DIY cookie kit by Amazing Cakes. So once I opened the box, the first thing I smelled was the sweetness of the cookies and how just fresh it was. It was really, really fresh, and the sprinkles and all the colorful sprinkles are really colorful, and it's packaged nice. And for example, these ones, they look really realistic, like it looks inedible. Because, well, if you think about normal beads and you compare them with these, you can't even compare them. Well, according to my brain. Like, and these two, and the cookies come in 3 shapes. Here's a tree, or I think that's a tree or something. And they're really nicely shaped, and it doesn't look like that there's any crumbs in them yet, so that's a good sign. And the icing, they're really, really colorful, and not like other sets, they might lose their color once after a few days. And yes, it's really, really nice. I found this little instruction sheet on how to assemble the kit and when it expires, I guess, and how to store it. So here it is, and it's really well explained, and I like the font and the letters are just big enough so I could read them from over here. And it's just, yeah, it's really good because most kits don't come with a package. They just expect you to learn from just looking at it. And yeah, it's really good in the packaging. So I got a tray to put the cookie on so that it won't go all over the paper. So now I'm going to decorate my cookie. So it's an egg, so I'm gonna decide to first. I'm gonna use the helpful instruction paper on how to open the icing bags. So now I'm going to cut the tip of the icing bag open so I could use it to decorate my egg. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to start decorating my egg. Now it said on the instruction sheet that you could decorate it whatever way you want. Okay, so now I'm going to put sprinkles on it. I'm going to put them on now so that the next time I put on frosting, they won't stick to that frosting, because I want this specifically on this frosting. So I'm just going to put a little bit in my hand. Okay, so now I'm going to sprinkle it on the frosting and hope it sticks to it. Yeah, it does. Okay, good. The icing's a little bit liquidy, but that's okay because all the things will go on our stomach. I'm gonna add these kind of sprinkles. They're really colorful and they're really tiny, and that way I can sprinkle them easier on only the green. Okay, so now that I'm done decorating my egg with those, it turns out pretty good. Okay, so now that I'm finished my first cookie, I'm going to move on to my second cookie. So I'm going to do this carrot-looking thing. It's kind of going to be a rainbow carrot, but that's okay. This is the finished product of my carrot. Now I'm going to move on to my next one. Now I'm going to do my third cookie. It's a bunny. So I'm just going to cut it open. Just like that. It smells really, really nice. So I'm just gonna do it over here. Now I'm gonna do my bunny. I love rodents and rabbits. I don't know if rabbits are rodents or not, but I just like rabbits and small animals. Just spread it all over. And then I pour off all the excess. And then, wait. And now for my finished product. Ta-da! So now that I'm finished, I'm gonna summarize what I liked and not what I didn't like. So, what I liked about it, good things first. What I liked about it was it's really, really fun to decorate, and I would definitely recommend it to other kids my age and below, or above. It doesn't, maybe not adults, but it's good for everyone. But it's really fun, and the colors are nice, and I liked how the sprinkles were very unique here. If I could add anything I wanted to this kit, I would add a little bit more color. I would add maybe some black and white. So if you wanna make the rabbit white, you could do the rabbit white and then wait, and it dries quickly. That way you could draw on top of it for the rabbit. And that would also change the shape of the carrot, because it kind of confused me, because a lot of it was wavy and a tiny little bit over here wasn't. And that confused me, and I colored it mostly green because I thought the top part was the. So now this is my most favorite part of decorating cookies. Taste test. So now I'm going to test these wonderful cookies. So first, I'm going to taste this wonderful Easter egg. So now I'm just gonna taste it. Let's see now. I hope that the beads don't make a difference. Alright, so the Easter egg, wonderful cookie. The icing actually went well, tasted well with the cookie. Like, even the icing, you didn't taste the old lady perfume. The beads, they actually dissolved before I tasted the dough first, and then I went on to the beads after, and the beads were perfectly dissolved after. And then everything else was really good. Like, I actually liked how this turned out. Like, it was okay, but then tasting, I guess the icing isn't really good. It wasn't supposed to be tasted at first, but even though I just did, because, it's icing. And then so, I put it, it went well with, it balanced well with the sweetness of the egg, and yeah, it was really good. So now, I guess I'm going to try the next cookie. This one I went a little bit crazy with the icing, but that's okay. So, let's try it out. Bye-bye, orange part. Okay. So, good, great. It's nice and sweet. It isn't too sweet. Well, according to my taste buds, it isn't too sweet. I am still a kid. I didn't taste the beads with it because I didn't bite that part. I guess I should, but Otherwise, this part of the cookie is good. I'm gonna taste the other side now. Ow. Okay. Ow. Okay. Now, what I didn't like about these little bead thingies, I didn't like how hard they were, because just in case you want to taste them so badly, but then you're too excited to bite into it right away, you might crack your teeth. And I almost cracked my teeth this time, but that's okay. Otherwise, it was good. But it's just the beads that didn't agree with me, because I would make them maybe a little bit thinner and maybe smaller, because they were a little bit big for my teeth to chew. Okay, so now moving on to my wonderful bunny, bouncy bunny. I think this is my favorite one. Looks best. Alright, so which side should I try first? Most of it is the cookie, so I don't really care. Let's try bite the cheek. Didn't get that much ice in there, but that wasn't your fault. Anyways, but that's good. That's a good thing. That way I can taste the cookie by itself. Yeah. If you don't, I'm not exactly sure if the cookie by itself has some sugar in it, but if you don't want anything too sweet, it's awesome by itself. Like if you don't want anything too sweet, you could just eat that shortbread by itself. Yeah, the cookie is shortbread. I really like shortbread personally, and this is I agree with it. I really like the shortbread by itself. So what I didn't like about the beads, well, I didn't like about these little beads here? What I didn't like about them, for little kids younger than my age, if they want to make this and then they use beads like these, I think they'll have a lot of trouble chewing them with their little teeth. For example, if the little kid didn't know and started chewing on it right away because he's so excited to try it, that he would probably crack a tooth or it would really hurt his jaw. So maybe you can make it softer. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to say. Otherwise, the brand AHmazing is great. I would give it a good. Thank you for watching. That's hard. It's a little kind of pouring off the sides, and that was a mistake. Never do that. It's still nice.